Good afternoon, everybody. This is Darren McCabe up in the booth, and my teammate alongside me, Cody Tabor.
Hello, guys.
Welcome to the iCAR Sports Network. Today we have the North Carolina 100 for the iCAR Grand National Series. 100 laps here at the Rock, 1 mile track, cheese grater on tires. It's going to be a battle of attrition and tire saving today.
Yeah, it is. Tires will be the main factor throughout this race. I think there's a few sets of tires, and you just got to manage your tires and not use them up all.
Yeah, the car that wins the race will probably be the one that managed their tires the best. It's going to be all about tires today. And staying out of that wall. You're going to see guys running all over the track, multi-group track. So you'll see some guys working the high line, try to burn that right rear a little bit more. Because we're on a fixed setup, which from iRacing naturally builds tight. So you'll see guys working that high line, try to burn that right rear a little bit, get the car to turn more. See guys more comfortable running the low line. You'll see all kinds of different strategies here today. But should make for a very interesting race. You got a solid car count, 26 cars here today. And I guess we'll get going into the starting lineup momentarily.
Alrighty. Rockingham tonight. Daytona was last week, Darren. So fresh start to the point season. Kind of a lot of the race to the first race for the most of the season for some drivers. Jason Stewart, who's not in the field tonight, looks like Rockingham. He is leading into the points tonight. Got Dana Meddy in second. Jeff Big Daddy No in third. Josh Cole in fourth. That was a good run for him last week at Daytona for DJM. Jonathan Chops Christopher. He's sitting in fifth in the point standings. Thomas Smith. He's sitting in sixth. Jonathan J. Wall. He's sitting in seventh. And Jay Solis is in eighth. Rusty Capel in ninth. And Brian C. Wright rounding out the top 10 going into Rockingham tonight in the point standings. We'll pass it over to you, Darren, for the starting grid.
Yeah, first off, my apologies for lying. Getting to the point standings here first before we get into the starting lineup. But now we got that out of the way. We'll bring you on through the grid. Starting on the pole position in the number 9 Mopar Casey Kane Tribute Cars Austin Brooks, who finished 18th in the Truck Series race, unfortunately. Cody Tabor starting P2, qualifying 1,000th of a second off of him. He had a rough outing on Tuesday in the Truck Series, finishing in 22nd. Row 3, we got Dana Meddy in the Mohegan Sun Chevrolet, tribute to Matt Kobeluk there from the Busch North Series. Starting 4th, we got Jay Wall in the Speed Energy Charger. Starting 5th, we got Sean McDonald in the Atlantic Caterpillar number 23. And starting 6th, we got Dale Earnhardt, Tom Ferrara in the number 3 Good Run Chevrolet. Starting 7th, we got Sean Joey Logano Leisure in the number 67. And starting 8th in the number 16 is myself, Darren McCabe. Starting 9th, Jeff Big Daddy No. And then starting 10th, subbing for Joseph Costello with DJM teammate over there is David White. Another DJM driver starting in 11th. We got Mikey Corbin in the Splash and Go Graphics and Corbin Equipment number 26. Starting 12th, making his series debut tonight, is Alan Warnicki in the number 72. Starting 13th, we got the number 42 of Frank Dumachich Jr. Starting 14th, we got Thomas Smith in the Red Bull Chevrolet. Starting 15th, we got Brian Wright in the number 85. And Jason Duckworth in that beautiful Farmers Only number 8. Got Jay Scallis in the number 82 Esports Weekly entry. And starting 18th, making his series debut, is Donald Bennett, the Turn 3 Racing Network. Starting 19th, we got our resident OSHA officer in the number 99, Clarence Bonner. Nobody starting 20th. 21st, we got Bailey Galinas in the number 78. And the Todd father, Todd Shiro in the number 15. Starting 23rd, if Brian could get through the lineup. Starting 23rd is Rusty Cable in the HendrickCars.com Chevrolet. And sorry for forgetting them last week, we got Adam Boyle starting 24th in that number 22. Oh, come on, Brian.
Man,
got
the camera
Jason.
work.
Yep, you must work for Fox Sports. You got Jason Spencer there in the starting 25th in the 69.
Nice.
And rounding out the field is DJM teammate Josh Cole. All right, as the field is getting ready to roll off the grid here. Once again, as the field is getting ready to roll off the grid here.
Pace car driver's on part-time hours. He's working on a part-time basis for Rockingham Speedway as he hits the loud pedal.
Yep, I remember my first time driving manual. Anyway, we'll get into the weather here. We got a beautiful spring day here at Rockingham. We got a 78-degree air temp, 96-degree track temp, so the track's going to be nice and slick. We got wind from the north at 4 miles an hour. Partly cloudy day, and the humidity is at 55%. As the field heads off into turn 1 here, we got a healthy amount of cars here.
Yeah, we do, and as they head down Thunder Alley down the backstretch, you guys wanted the best, but you got these guys instead. Often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on asphalt, the iCAR Grand National Series.
Love you both, Cody. That's for damn sure.
That's right.
We're going to see a great race here today. As the pace car gets ready to duck off. Pace car is off. Aw, man. They're showing us the green flag. Oh,
Yeah,
looks like Tabor missed the shift there.
Yeah, we did. We started in the wrong gear and threw away any chance that we had to win this weekend. We threw it away. Signed up. We're still here.
Sometimes they're just over before they start. And the field has made it through turn 2.
Yeah, they're going down Thunder Alley, going into turn 3. Austin Brooks, he kept the lead there. And I know Dan Meddy and J-Ball were a little upset with the restart, but can't win them all. So.
Hey, mistakes happen, you know. Not everybody is perfect. We're all human out here, driving these beautiful virtual Arca Menards cars.
Yeah. Gotta give it up for that 2 car there, man. That's a really nice looking ride. Throw back to Rusty Wallace.
You got David White there in that beautiful Bud Light number 14 there. Supposed to be number 06, but he had to sub for Costello on short notice, and the graphics guy for DJM couldn't afford to change numbers on such short notice. So, gonna rock with the number 14 there in that beautiful 14. And so we got the ticker cam.
Yeah, it's really shocking to see how low some of these guys got throughout the race.
Yeah, it can be tough on the tires if you keep that thing pinched down, and it kind of hurt your corner exit there with the suspension all bound up if you're not doing it right. But look for a lot of guys late in the run start to move up, search for more grip as the tires wear out here. And you might even have some guys diamonding the corner, like I said, trying to wear that right here a little bit more to help with the tight condition that this setup has brought us today. As we see Duckworth doing exactly that.
Yeah, he got a pretty healthy run down the back straightaway, but Clarence and Bailey is reeling him in.
Yeah, Bailey's no stranger to that high side. He was ripping the top all night long on Monday night last week in the super late model race, and it ended up paying off for him as he was the fastest car on track, brushed the wall, almost cost himself the win, but was able to battle back through the field and bring it home in first. That race was a barn burner. Top 4 under a blanket, so expect the same thing here tonight. This series is super competitive, like we were saying. And Tabor's on pit road. I wonder what happened there.
Contact with the wall, man. Contact.
Oh,
Interesting to see
Bailey,
Bailey,
big
yeah.
loose out of the corner
Yeah,
there.
Bailey got big loose. He looked like he got out of his line there a little bit. So, which I mean,
Yeah.
Rockingham is a multi-groove track, so I mean, you can run just about anywhere. But strange to see.
Looks like those bumps could have upset the car there. You could see these cars rattling and violently shaking through the corners here. This track is very bumpy.
It looked like Brian Wright had to get out of it for a little bit to let Clarence by.
And we got a battle here for 9th place. Alan Warnicki making his series debut, and David White there. Good, strong qualifying effort there for David.
Yeah, he's been really improving over the last season and the beginning of this season. The results are starting to pay off, so hopefully he does good in Rockingham.
Yep, David normally drives for DJM, but he is on loan tonight to our satellite team, Walter Esports there, subbing for Joe Costello, like we said. So five driver limit here per series with the iCAR rules. So DJM's got a couple satellite teams. We got Walter Esports and Prestige Worldwide. So got a lot of allies on the track. As we see Mikey Corbin there driving for the flagship DJM team there in the 26. And Tabor is back out on track. Unfortunately, a couple laps down there. Had some early trouble after an amazing qualifying run. Oh, David got the wall pretty good. The thing is with these cars, oh, that almost got ugly. There's not really much room to run and hide here.
No, there's not. It's all about give and take, man.
Yep. But I lost my train of thought there for a second. Oh yeah, these ARCA cars, they can take quite a hit. As we see Rusty Capel and Todd Shiro nearly make contact. He had to back out there. Must not have known there was a car down low there. And we see Jay Scallis in that beautiful number 82. And we're back to Corbin and Clarence.
Yeah, this has been a battle we've been watching throughout the opening laps of this race. Is the 97, the 26, the 99, all battling it out. It's linked out right there. Turn. Now he's back. Looks like that was Thomas Smith in the 97 car.
Ooh, Warnicki would have loose there off the corner. These guys are trying to burn up their right rear. They're definitely making it happen there.
Yeah, also we got a lot of cloud cover too that just popped over the racetrack. So I mean, it's definitely changing the track conditions and will affect the handling of these cars.
Yeah, definitely going to be even tighter now with the cloud cover. A lot more grip though. It'll be a lot faster here until the sun peaks back out. As we see Mikey into the wall there. But
yeah,
he should be all right. Just a kiss. He should be all right. These steel bodies can take quite a hit. They're not as durable as those composite bodies, but these cars are tanks. And we see Bailey Galinas inserting himself into this battle. Got a good battle here. Looks to be for the 11th place. Side by side here, Bailey in that number 78. Splash and go, a lot of paint schemes in this league.
Yeah, Splash and Go does a hell of a job on paint schemes. It don't matter if you want something simple or something crazy; they're always willing to fulfill our requests. So Splash and Go for all your paint needs.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick Baker, Cosman, Rob Panka, they all do great work. And they used to race in this league with us, but due to their workload, it wasn't really working out. I had too much work and had to unfortunately drop out of the series. And a lot of side-by-side racing here early on in this race.
Yeah, it is. This has probably been the best battle we've seen so far in this race. Has been this pack right here with the 99, the 97, the 78, and the 26. They've been door to door, bumper to bumper for past 10 laps.
It was the battle for the top 10 spot. You see Thomas Smith lose a couple spots there. Probably just didn't want to use up his tires too much too soon. So He conceded.
Yeah, we got our camera on Adam Boyle right now. He's driving that number 22 Exalta Chevrolet. He is looks like he's just running by himself right now, so trying to stay cool back here in the 19th position.
Boyle was a regular in the Xfinity series that lasted a really long time. Looks like he's just kind of logging laps right now, trying to bide his time, see what he's got for later on in the race, taking care of the car there. You see Tabor in that beautiful number 5 Filter Time Chevrolet.
Yeah. Really beautiful scene.
Yep, he's doing a respectful thing there, letting the leaders go by as he's a couple laps down. You know, respect is a big thing, so definitely earning that respect. It'll come back to you later on in the season, I'm sure. We see Frank Dumachich there, the number 42, Sea Level Construction, Arenz Heating and Air Conditioning, and we got trouble. Looks like Tabor and the number 22 there. That will eventually bring out a caution. Caution, I see the pace car is getting ready to pull out, so.
Yeah, they're.
Looks like the caution's out, but Sim Racing Apps is a little late on the call there. Yep, pace car is rolling off. Caution is definitely out. So we will take another look at that momentarily. All right, as we take a look here, Tabor almost makes 3 wide, backs out. Oh, 22 just came up right into him there. Must not have known he was on the outside and into the inside wall hard for Tabor. That just adds insult to injury there. That'll probably end his race. And Boyle's just stuck there on the back stretch. Might have gotten stuck in. Oh, no. Didn't get stuck in the wall. That's good.
Yeah, he chopped me harder than a hibachi chef for sure.
Yeah, it looked like it. That was brutal. You must not have known you were to his outside there. Or maybe he just expected you to back off since you were a couple laps down. I mean, it's your job as a lap car to just run a predictable line. It's these guys' jobs to get by safely. So, looked like a simple misjudgment there. I doubt he did that on purpose. He doesn't usually drive like that, so just a mistake, but costly for you, unfortunately.
Sure.
But with all that, we'll be taking a quick commercial break, and we'll be back for the green flag.
Come on back, straight back.
Hey, Jeremy.
Hey, bud. That's it, come on back. Come on back, plenty of room. A little bit more. That's it, come on back.
Get things done instantly with the i530 by Motorola. Only $29.99 after $50 mail-in rebate. Nextel from Sprint.
It looks like we had an incident under caution here as the field is getting ready to line back up.
Yeah, it looked like Clarence Honor, slid the brakes.
Yeah, it looks like he was just. And looks like he off that forward. Looks like he just wanted to say hello to Josh Cole there, let him know he was there.
He let him know he was there, all right. I'm pretty sure we got some OSHA people on the way to the racetrack right now, and they'll resolve this incident within a matter of time.
Yeah, that was paying attention goes a long way, as we see Frank Dumachich Jr. getting a wave around there. But yeah, paying attention goes a long way. That could have easily been avoided had Josh and Clarence communicated with each other on what was going on. But you live and learn. On lap 26, Bailey Galena stayed out on old tires. Everybody else pit, and green flag is out.
Yeah, interesting strategy there for the 78 crew. The high side.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he's gonna fall like a rock in the water in a couple laps. His tires are king here. I'm shocked he didn't get his doors blown off there. He got a good jump on the restart.
So far he's holding on That 21 car is coming. Going into turn one, looks like Bailey grabbed the wall there a little bit. But Austin Brooks is on his bumper, and we'll see how much Bailey can give up the fight.
Looks like it isn't going to be much of a fight as he throws the block there. Austin backs up his corner to get a good run off the corner. And he's probably going to have him here. Tight there. They make contact. Bailey by a nose. And you can kiss him goodbye now.
Yeah, this also enters J-Wall into the picture. Bailey drops to third. Brooks and J-Wall, teammates outside the league. Sitting in and running P1, P2.
And Sean both of the Seans actually will be overtaking Bailey here momentarily. Sean with a good run. Sean is one of the masters at saving tires here in this series. It's won him a lot of races, just not recently because he's had probably the worst luck you can imagine. So
yeah, he's on that Haley Deegan luck right now.
Yeah,
nothing goes his way.
Yeah, he's just not as good looking. No offense, but hopefully he can turn some things around this season. He had an absolutely brutal season last year as he finally gets by Bailey. Maybe Bailey's got to run on the outside. If his tires weren't burnt up before, they are sure as fuck are now. And we see Dan and Mehdi there. And we're back to the Seans. Tom, you see Cabe there.
Yeah. The Intimidator, man. Old Tom Farrar pressing R2 on Sean Leisure right now. He's on that bumper. Darren McCabe and Alan Warnick. He's coming up there into the picture.
Yeah, strong showing there for Alan. He is one of the top performing rookies to the series. We got a lot of rookies here. Austin, Sean, Tom, Alan. Got a lot of new friendly faces here. Some not so friendly. Awkward silence there. I wasn't going to call my own battle there.
Sorry about that. I was paying attention to something else, but Darren really showed a strong running there Thursday night compared to Tuesday night. But I mean, you made it further in this race than you did Tuesday night, so it's 100% effort right there.
Yeah, it's nice. I made it past lap 1. Didn't junk the entire field there. But as you can see, I'm having a pretty hard time trying to get by Bailey. I was trying to take care of my tires, and Bailey is a very aggressive driver, and unlike him, I don't really want to tear my shit up and have to use my faster pair 27 laps into a race. So I know I'll get by him because my tires are 20 laps fresher. There.
Yeah, this is a big battle right here. I mean, everybody's all snuggled up under a blanket.
Yeah, those old tires are holding everybody up. Bailey making that car as wide as his car number there.
That is
78 lane Bailey. Esworth 3 wide. Mikey Corbin on the outside. Brian shooting it down the middle, and Clarence Bonner on the inside. Brian takes the smart decision, backs out, which allows Dan Ameni to get the run on Clarence. He'll probably clear him going into turn 3 here as long as Mikey doesn't shut the door. Looks like he had to pedal the car for a second there. We see Jeff No making the move to the inside of Bailey as Bailey just continues to fall harder and harder. Looks like he caught the wall there.
Yeah, he nicked it there right at the end there, trying to battle, but you got Big Daddy No passing him. We go back well into the NASCAR 9.
Ooh, big loose there by the 99.
Yeah, Clarence doing Carl Edwards things right there. And that allows Dan Shitty to get by him. Some people call him Shitty, some people call him Daddy.
Mikey with
Bailey.
the bumper.
Yeah, to Bailey.
Looks like Bailey getting a taste of his own medicine there. Ooh, Mikey is not going to be happy about that one. And big loose once again for Clarence. What a save.
Yeah, he
loses a couple spots there.
He's wobbled them pretty wide there the last 2 laps. I see his tires are probably screaming right now.
Sorry, I was gonna sneeze there for a second.
You're good.
Good
I
old,
heard it.
good
I
old
heard
spring
it. And I was
allergies.
going to have your moment because it was going to drown me out.
Yep, good old springtime allergies there. Love me some pollen. Anyway, back to the race. Let's see if Mikey can get by here. He shoots it to the outside. You can tell Mikey was probably starting to get very frustrated with Bailey there. This is a tough track to pass at, and with Bailey running the high line like that, even though he's on older tires, you get such good momentum coming off the corner there. It's kind of hard to do anything on the inside, even when you're battling a guy with old tires. So Bailey knows what he's doing there. He's trying to get Mikey to burn up his tires, but Mikey made his way into the top 10 finally. So
Yeah, I mean, it's really hard to, one person screws up, and like we've seen in this pack with Bailey and Clarence, just because one person screws up, it makes other people pay because they got to slow down because the track's just so narrow and so fast.
as we see, big wreck there. That's going to bring out a yellow eventually there.
Yeah, that'll be the
Looks
yellow.
like it collected Clarence and Jay Scalise there.
I think it's waiting on the leaders to come back through.
Yep, yellow is out. Sim Racing app's a little late to the call once again, and we will take another look at that momentarily. Cut. Brian. All right, as we take a look here, what brought out that caution? Oh, looks like Clarence just had a huge run. Didn't really give a fuck if he was going to run Bailey over there. That's the new tires versus old tires, and you see that worked out well for Clarence, and unfortunately took Jay Scalise along with him. That one does not meet OSHA safety specifications there.
That is right. OSHA would be on that like hotcakes. Or in that case, Hibachi Chef, because it looks like he has been in full swing here tonight at Rockingham.
Yeah, for sure. All I know is some of the shit we pull off at my job, OSHA would have a heart attack, so they'll probably turn a blind eye to this one as well. All right, lap 46, getting ready to go back green here. Alan Warnicki with the interesting strategy move, staying out on old tires here. Had about another 20 lap run. And green is out, spins the tires, but gets a good jump on the restart still. As he heads on down into turn 1, side by side with Austin Brooks there.
Yeah, you can hear the tires screaming when they restart.
And we got a battle here for the 6th place between Tom Ferrara and Jeff Nell. And Warnicki hangs on to lead the lap. Looks like he's holding his own out there despite having 20 lap older tires. Maybe he did a good job saving during the previous run there.
Yeah, he's doing a better job than what the 78 crew did earlier. The 78 kind of pulled away, and then Brooks and Walden run back in, but we got a wreck in the backstretch there.
Yeah, Rusty Cable loses it there. Head on into the inside wall, but that will not bring out a caution. Off the track.
And a lot of damage to that.
Yeah, his shit's torn up. I would bring that thing down pit road if I were him. Looks like he's going to bypass it that time around. Interesting strategy call there.
Say with the wheel bent, the wheel wasn't allowing to turn. So.
Yeah, thank goodness for the tethers NASCAR is introduced to these cars, or else that thing would have been launched into the catch fence. And we see Warnicki's holding his own out there. He's actually built up somewhat of a gap there.
Yeah, another thing that's really been interesting to watch is how everybody's kind of single filed out since the restart 2 laps ago.
Warnicki is going to lead the halfway mark. Lap 51 of 100 complete. I'm going to assume that the intervals here are a little bit off, because it does not look like Warnicki is 6 seconds ahead there.
Yeah, it might be having
more like
timing and scoring here and see if it settles it back out on the lap here.
Yeah, 9-second lead, and then, wow, Austin's making big gains there.
Yeah, now he
And
felt
then
back
just lost
again.
the punch.
Got a little technology, man.
Yeah, 10 seconds gap, and then gains 6 seconds instantly. Then falls back another 5 seconds. Good old timing and scoring here from Sim Racing Apps. 22 seconds back here.
Looks like
Caution is out.
Yeah.
Bailey
Oh,
Galinas.
yeah.
That's a
What do I
big
have to
shocker. I can tell you guys, nobody expected that 78 car to be torn up. I can assure you that.
Yeah, you hate to see that, Darren. Really strong run tonight. Made a bad call there at the beginning with the pit strategy, but you know, that's why it happens early and you can get it out of the way before the end of the race because can't win the race on lap 10.
Yep. Oh, Warnicky fakes him down. Or tries the fake out. He held his own pretty good there, built up a solid gap, so don't really need to come down pit road.
Looks like the iCAR, Jason Duckworth, leads the group of cars that needed to pit down pit road.
Yep, looks like Brian. Looks like Brian came down with him. David White came down with him, but we'll take a look and see what happened to bring out that caution there. As Frank Dumicic Jr. gets the lucky dog, which should put him back in the lead lap now. As we take a look at what happened here to bring out the caution. Oh, Bailey just was an innocent bystander there. I'm usually... Yeah, it looks like Todd Shiro was trying to do service for the league and move the wall back a couple inches so nobody else would hit it, and that wall don't move. But Bailey, the incident point leader for the series, I was a little quick to judge him there with that sarcastic call of saying I'm shocked. Usually he's the one to cause incidents like that, but in this instance he was the innocent bystander. So we'll take a look on board with Brian Wright because he made a hell of a move to avoid that. That happened right in his lap, and I'm surprised he didn't get caught up. We'll take a look here from Brian's on board. Wow, right in front of him. I'm sure the guys back at the Long Shot Motorsports shop will be appreciative of having to clean up a pile of shit out of his seat there, because that was definitely a Code Brown moment. We're just past halfway here, got about 48 laps left to go in this race. No takers on pit road as we had a pretty short run here. As the pace car is about to peel off, Alan Warnicky is still the control car. Austin Brooks trying to get a good restart here on the outside, and they're off. Warnicky with the jump. Clears him at the start-finish line. Gives him the room there. But big run off the corner.
Yeah, it's been interesting to see how he's been holding it off on his own. You know, he's got older tires than the rest of the field, and he's got at least a second lead over Brooks.
Yeah, like you said, very strong showing for the rookie here in his series debut, leading some laps, definitely making his presence felt here. Definitely doing a good job with the tire management as we got a battle for the 6th and 5th positions. Sean McDonald, and we'll switch to Jeff No here. That beautiful Rusty Wallace throwback. As we see McDonald and Tom Ferrara side by side for the 5th position. And I got a nice bird's eye view of this battle. As you can see here, that's what my... Ooh.
Donald Bennett.
Yep, we got a battle here for the top 10 between No and Mikey Corbin. A lot of side-by-side action here at Rockingham. That's what's great about these high-banked multi-groove tracks that are rough on tires. There's always something going on. You see the 31 gets a nice run off that corner there. Brian will slide up in behind him. We got Jay Scalise for the solid recovery here after being involved in an earlier wreck.
Yeah, it was interesting to see Tom Smith pass Ben there turn number 4. And it looks like Donald Bennett will pass Brian Wright in that battle going in turn 1.
Bet you Thomas Smith is happy he's not anywhere near me right now, as he was the one I made contact with coming out of turn 2 when I pushed up the track and proceeded to destroy the entire field.
Yeah, the only thing closest to you and him right now are the towns. So.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't show up at my house. He only lives 10 minutes away. I'm surprised he didn't show up at my house and beat the shit out of me, because I would have wanted to if that were me.
Maybe he'd shake your hand. Maybe he wouldn't beat the shit out of you, man.
Well, if he wanted to, I wouldn't blame him. Just call me Chase Briscoe, I guess.
Heard that. Yeah, we're starting to see some battles here now with Adam Boyle and Jay Scalise and Bailey back there. He's put on some good battles. Our guy up in the production truck just strolling through the field right now. Going through the awesome battles that we have here at Rockingham Speedway. There's a reason why NASCAR left this track, so we're trying to make it interesting.
Well, NASCAR does tend to leave tracks and put on good racing, such as this, losing a race at New Hampshire, losing North Wilkesboro.
Oh, we're getting North Wilkesboro back, man.
Yep, but as you can see, we got nothing but side-by-side. Austin Brooks was finally able to get by and sneak to the lead. Looks like the new tires finally caught up. So Allen starts to fall back a little bit here. He's just got to get back in line, get back in his rhythm here, as we got a mess of cars here.
Yeah,
everybody packed tight.
They're all gobbled in there quicker than a Thanksgiving dinner. But looks like Adam Boyle and the Donald Bennett getting side by side, and you got to let car number 69, Jason Spencer, get in there. Hopefully he doesn't blow up in anger like he did last week at Daytona.
Which race? Because I think he blew up in every single one we're in so far.
Just the race he didn't blow his motor in, that's the one I'm talking about.
Well, he's got a hot number and a hot temper to match it. And we see the 22 and the 82 side by side there. No shortage of action here at the Rock.
Yeah,
Brian with the, Brian tried knocking the wall down there.
Yeah, Brian trying to blaze by that wall.
And we got the digger cam. Let's see how fast everybody goes blazing by here. The Shane Fox this camera is always a cool angle. Right on the track, you can see the sensation of speed that these guys are running.
Fox had to do budget cuts
See everybody making their way down that car long back stretch there, as he made famous for flipping down it back in 2004.
You know, there's only two guys that have flipped to Rockingham in NASCAR history, and that is Carl Long and myself. Flipped here in an Xfinity race about 4 years ago in a league race, and proud to be alongside Carl Long for that accomplishment.
You know, Tabor wasn't penalized for a big motor like Carl Long was there.
Oh, we were supporting the big motor, but big motor, small blade.
Yeah, buddy. Small block, big cock, right? Something like that.
Something like that. But look at this battle. David White, man, he's really been impressing me the last few weeks. He's been working with us, you know, improving with practices, and it's looking like it's paying off in this race.
Yeah, David has improved tremendously here. He's been putting in the work, and as you can see, it definitely does not go unnoticed. I'm sure Mr. Costello is going to be very satisfied with the run that David's doing there, filling in for him.
Yeah, it's been interesting to watch David improve. He's running part-time ARCO, filling in sub, and then me and him splitting the number 5 car this season and running a full season of trucks, and also running the Fulton County Cup Series, where he's had some good finishes there. So hopefully it all pays off for him.
Yep, it's all about seat time here on iRacing. Just like in real life, the more laps you get, the more comfortable you get. As Frank sails it on into the corner there.
He come in there like a rocket, and he was not about to stop. So it was interesting to see as the field gaggles up here behind the 69 car, and got Brian right on the high side.
Oh, big loose there by the 69.
Oh, Brian Wright just about got hit. He saved it. Oh, he hit farmers only. So Looks like he's not
Just have
swiping.
it there.
Yeah, looks like he's not swiping left or right tonight. So
Yeah, it looks like he got a little bit behind in his steering there. That is not going to bring out a caution, though.
maybe we'll stay green.
Apparently it did.
It
I
did,
see the
yep.
pace car coming out. My apologies on that one. But, yeah, it looked like he just got behind in his steering there a little bit. You know, it's one of them things, especially if you run a 16-to-1 steering ratio here like many of these guys do. It helps save the tires, but if you get loose, it is really hard to save that car. It's very easy to get behind in your steering, and once you get behind in it, you're along for the ride. And looked like Duckworth didn't get caught up in it too bad, just kind of nicked them. And we'll see here. 21 laps to go, so we're going to have some takers on pit road. 22 to go, I'm sorry. See Austin Brooks lead him down pit road here. This might be the money stop. You see Frank Dumachich Jr. in his natural habitat getting that lucky dog. Probably about the 5th time that's happened here.
Yeah, he's apparently a lifetime customer at Aaron's, so he keeps getting them lucky dogs. So
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, right?
that's right.
That will put him back in the lead lap, and you know, there is a such thing sometimes as being a little too lucky there.
Had a really good battle there off pit road. I thought Jonathan Wall was going to pass Austin Brooks. As Wall was already moving before the left side of Brooks' car came down, letting the jack down. But they had a good battle there off pit road.
But we'll be back to bring you home the action. All right, Austin Brooks is going to lead us down here for what might be the final restart. And off he goes. Green flag is out.
They got on them loud paddling them Dodges on the front row. Wall a little bit slip back.
Ooh, big loose there by David.
It looks like Johnson gives all the Thunder Alley. Looks like Conchero's already in the back.
Yeah, I know he stayed out there to lead a lap under caution and brought it down pit road.
John Kawal has took the lead over from Austin Brooks as we go back here to the battle. We got Mikey Corbin and Tom, the Intimidator Faro. I said that wrong, dear Lord. Apologize.
Couple DJM teammates there, just waiting on the paint scheme from Nick Baker from Splash and Go. Tom Ferrara's cousin, NASCAR spotter Freddie Kraft. He is the unfortunate soul. That's the spot for Derek Krause in the Cup Series, spots for Landon Castle in the Xfinity Series, and Bubba Wallace in the Cup Series. So, got some star power here. I meant the Truck Series, I'm sorry. God, if Derek Krause ever gets a Cup ride.
Oh, Lord.
And here I am side by side with my good old buddy Bailey Galinas. That's where he ran me into the wall.
Oh,
And there goes
more the wall.
Yeah, there goes my incident-free race there. No more 10 bonus points from me. I was very happy. Very happy. Yeah, you know, you come to expect those things. I've raced with Bailey a lot, fallen victim to that many times, so just par for the course here. As you can see, it hurt him more than it did me, because I'm still... Ooh, excuse me. Just choked on my own spit there. And he almost ran Ferrara into the wall there as well.
That ain't the first thing you choked away this week, so...
Oh, yeah.
Lap one, Rockingham.
Not only that, but I had the car to win in second split NIS last night. Choked that one too. Wrecked myself with about 20 laps to go.
Adam Poole, the 22, ran Tom Ferrara high back there, but Tom looks like he was the lucky person. Now that got a little bit of damage, but he's free.
Things can take a hit, so nothing wrong with a little short track door banging, as we got a pretty tight battle for the lead here between Brooks and Jay Wall. Sean Leisure trying to make his presence felt here.
Yeah, it's interesting to see those two Dodges up there, man. Something happened. Wall looks like we got a caution getting ready to come out.
Yeah, it looks like Tom Ferrara is in some trouble there. Hate to
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, the pace cars
Yep.
start roll off pit road. Sim Racing Apps hasn't thrown the yellow out, but it is the yellow in the sim, so we should get that here in about any second now. There we go.
Yep,
Caution is
there it
out.
is. And we'll take a look at that incident momentarily. All right, we'll take a look here, see what happened there to the number 3. Oh, looks like he just got loose on his own. Pulled tires, maybe got a little overzealous.
Yeah, it looks like he tried to rattle his own cage there. That's something the Intimidator would never do.
All right, got 12 laps to go at the line here. Sim Racing Apps, ignore that. Timing scoring is a little bit off here. Austin Brooks, Sean Lees are going to lead him down to the green here. Green is out. Austin with the early restart. Dan Ameti, big time tire spin there. Ooh, Sean got a good jump here. This is going to be an interesting battle as I insert myself into this deal here.
Sounded way wrong, but Austin Brooks pulling out from the rest of the field.
Yeah, so you heard it here. I inserted myself and then Austin pulled out. Big lead now as Sean's got a mirror full of me and Alan Warnicki. Good battle going on there that we can't see.
Probably the last thing he wanted to see is we see it now. Oh, Darren giving a little bumper there to Sean. So, Rubbin's Racing.
I don't like to use my bumper. I try not to, but I sent it into that corner pretty hard. I'm expecting another caution here, so. As I smoked the wall there. I'm good for doing that a couple times per race.
True
Usually,
fact.
yeah, usually when I do that, it makes me faster for some reason. I know how to bend that car just right. Do some suspension realignment there. Oh, almost had an incident. Oh, there. Oh, big wreck there.
Big wreck, yeah.
Oh, man.
22 to 31 and the 78 in it. Looks like Bailey was able to scrape by, and I would be probably positive this brings out a caution. But, yep, pace car is rolling off of pit road. So they will pick up the leader of Austin Brooks.
Yep, you know, that's going to add to Bailey's incident count there. Like I said, he is the series leader so far. So, you're not going to lead the points. You might as well lead something, right? But
Right.
we'll take a look here at that incident momentarily. Alright, we'll go on board Brian right here. He's got a bird's eye view of this incident. Oh, looks like Sean McDonald just got into the 22 and kind of sent him up the track right into the path of Daily Galinas there. Yikes. Yeah, that hurts. Late in the race, you don't really have much time to make your moves there, so nobody's going to give an inch this late in the race, so you can't really fault Sean for it. No, we didn't wreck him on purpose because Sean never drives like that. Very rarely does he cause any incidents, just his tough luck finds him involved in many of them. But late in the race, you got to go. But speaking of having to go, we're going to take one more commercial break, and we'll be with it for the end. Alright, well, we had another incident under caution there. Bailey Galinas throwing a temper tantrum after he put himself in a bad spot continuous times. Full throttle down pit road as the green is out. Austin Brooks at the jump. Sean Leisure blocking the shit out of me. Perfect Joey Logano move there. That worked out well for him. He gets the run on the high side. And Austin Brooks giving him a taste of his own medicine, but Sean does what Sean does and wrecks him. That's going to bring out a caution.
Yeah, that was interesting to see there what transpired there. I mean, it looks like a racing incident, but sure, both drivers have their own takes.
Yeah, well, I called him Joey Logano earlier in the broadcast, but that looks to be a classic case of Ty Gibbs there. Being able to dish it out, but not being able to take it. We'll see if he leaves his helmet on after the race here, because I bet tempers are going to be flaring. But anyway, back to that incident down pit road. We will not be showing a replay of that because the footage is too gruesome to show on TV. So, we'll take a look at that restart here momentarily. We'll get on board with myself here, see what I saw. Well, as we're on board with myself here, you see Sean Leisure just come down on me like I'm not there trying to defend the spot. I understand it's late in the race, going for a win, but as a satellite teammate of mine, I don't appreciate getting a race like that. And then you see here, just had the run, didn't check up like I did for him, and see what happened there. Austin Brooks is not going to be happy about that. Alright, we're on the one to go here. Sean Leisure picks the outside line. You know what time it is? It is time for a green, white checker. As the pace car dips off, Sean Leisure with the big jump on the restart. Warnicki big time spins the tires. Danametti able to get by there as I had to check up to avoid wrecking him. Big check up there. Looks like it's going to be smooth sailing for Leisure there. Warnicki into the wall. I hate to see that for him after such a strong run all race long. Looks like it's going to be an all DJM top 4 though here. As the white flag is out. Sean Leisure, 1 mile to go here. Mikey Corbin out of nowhere, P2. He's been quiet all race, but he's here when it counts. Yep. He's here when it counts. Looks like it's going to be smooth sailing here for Leisure. No challenge there from Corbin. Sean Leisure is going to win this race. Mikey Corbin brings it home P2. Danametti 3rd. Myself in 4th. And Jay Wall in 5th. So we'll keep the cameras rolling here, see if there's any extracurricular activities as I show my displeasure. Looks like Jay Wall is going to come in here. Oh, he wrecks him.
He took him out, wrecks himself. And you know, the number one rule of stock car racing is if you're going to wreck somebody, don't wreck yourself.
Yeah, we're just going to ignore the part where I kind of turned right and plowed into him as well. That didn't happen. As you can see, me and Jay Wall both got kind of the worst end of that deal as Sean does his victory celebration. So, it's going to be an interesting team meeting here on Monday during the debrief there. Alright, I'll read off the finishing order if you want to do that. Oh. I guess we'll cut some of that out. My bad. Alright, we'll get into the final results here. Any minute now. Alright. Sean Leisure brings it home P1. Mikey Corbin 2nd. Danametti 3rd. I finished 4th. Jay Wall 5th. Alan Warnicki in 6th. Sean McDonald 7th. Tom Ferrara 8th. 9th place goes to Brian Wright and Jason Spencer in the 69 running at the top 10. 11th place we got Jason Duckworth. 12th goes to David White. Good showing there, subbing for Joe Costello. Frank Dumachich finishes 13th after getting just as many lucky dogs. Josh Cole brings it home 14th. Donald Bennett in 15th. Rusty Capel 16th. Jay Scallis 17th. Jeff No 18th. Thomas Smith 19th. And the Todd father, Todd Shiro, running out the top 20. Brooksy 21st after leading the most laps. That's not a good showing for him. You kind of hate to see that thing. Dominant car, but just short track racing at the end there. Adam Boyles 22nd. Bailey Galinas, the weapon of the week there, in 23rd. Clarence Bonner 24th after alt F4ing, and after a strong run but an early race incident, Cody Tabor rounds out the field. Our provisionals for tonight are Joseph Costello, Jonathan Eason, Joel Rogue, Chant Sapp, and Tim Tripler. They weren't able to make it here tonight. And I believe iCAR has sent me over the point standing, so we'll go through the top 10 for that real quick. Dan Ameti with the points lead. Sean Leisure moves up 11 spots in second. Jay Wall moves up 4 spots to be in third. Brian Wright, 4th in points, moves up 6 spots. Josh Cole drops down 1 spot to 5th in points. Mikey Corbin, big mover of the race, up 15 spots to put him 6th in points. Jeff No, 7th in points. Tom Ferrara up 9 spots to finish 8th. Sean McDonald up 10 spots, which puts him tied for 8th. Thomas Smith rounds out the top 10 there, 10th in points. So thank you guys tonight for watching. We will see you next week from either the Nashville Fairgrounds or the Nashville Super Speedway. Either way, we'll be in Music City next week. So be sure to check us out.